Amazing. Hello, everybody. Hope you guys had an incredible day. If you guys are here with me right now, say hello in the comments. Tap on that little love button. Let me know you're here. If you guys are catching the replay, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to be here with me. I am very fired up. We are on day number 3 of the pre launch for Becoming Aware. And I am just so excited to be here with you all tonight. And if you did not catch the first two videos, you can I'll put them in the comments for you so you can watch those, catch up on what we've been chatting about. And so Becoming Aware is an amazing 8-week energetic alignment program for motivated, ambitious humans who are excited to understand why they feel stuck. People who are really want to dig into their soul's depths and they really want to break free from the limiting beliefs that are holding them back from living that life that they truly love. So today on this video, we're going to be talking about how to accelerate your evolution so you can break free from that norm. And just a little recap from yesterday, we had our amazing little bubble. I'm just going to move this so that you guys can see it. Amazing. So we had our little bubble. So we've got our little world that we're living in. This is our world that we're living in, and we're so clouded by this world. There's this bubble that's just like not able to see through because we only know what we know, right? But we've got this big, abundant outside world here that we are just being called to go and explore. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that, and then we're going to talk about how we can actually accelerate that evolution to break free, and then how we're actually going to break free out of that norm today. And for those of you guys that are visual people just like me, you're going to get my amazing drawings again today as well. So I'm super excited for that. So I need you guys to know, back to this drawing, everything that you could potentially ever dream of, anything, any dream as big as you want is available in this outside world. Okay? You need to know that. The reason I know that it is because somewhere out there is somebody else living the life and achieving all of the things that you desire. So it's not the fact that it's not available to you, it's the fact that you just have not accessed it yet. Okay? And it's not about the lack of resources, it's about the lack of resourcefulness. So it's about us taking the resources that are available to us in the universe, in the world, and actually taking them, utilizing them, and implementing them into our actual daily actions so that we can achieve all of these things, right? Because when we look at our bubble in which we're living in right now, we look into this outside world. There is the most amazing vacations out there for you to experience. There's the most ultimate love that you've been waiting for. There is the amazing friendships that are there for you. Maybe your amazing partner that you've just been like manifesting now for like what feels like forever, that hot, sexy, patient, loving partner that you've been waiting for. Um, Maybe it is those friendships that you're really looking for with that unconditional, trustworthy, just abundant love, that oneness that you crave. Maybe it's that career that you're super passionate about going to every day. Maybe it's that dream house. Maybe you really want to go on adventures. Maybe you want to really have this incredible family life. Maybe you want this amazing financial abundance. You're really working on building your business, growing your financial wealth and stability right now. All of this is available out here. So I'm going to show you today how you can go about accessing this. Okay. And this, guys, even with the program, it's 8 weeks. This truly is like a stepping stone. This is not something that you can just achieve overnight, right? This is something you have to do consistently over time, and over the years this is going to happen, so you really have to stay true to the course. Okay, so if you're somebody who is really wanting to break through right now, stick around, because I learned this incredible thing from an amazing man called, his name is Colin James. Okay, and this is how to accelerate your personal evolution. Okay, so it's an evolution curve, and once you understand this, it's going to help you so much to understand not only the emotions that you're feeling, but show you how to break out of this pattern. And you can start becoming aware of these patterns that you are living into and be able to break them. Because remember, a lot of these patterns are past ones that are no longer serving us. They brought us to where we are today. So we thank them. We say, thank you so much for allowing me to get where I am today, but I no longer need you. I'm ready to move forward and move on with my life. Okay. So when it comes to this evolutionary transformation curve, okay? So it looks something like this. And you guys can feel free to draw this out too, because everything you draw out commits it more to memory, okay? So we've got our curve here, okay? So on this curve right here, we've got lose focus. So you know when you're like working on a goal and you're like, you have this goal in mind. So I want you to just take a second, think about this goal you have in mind. What is this long-term vision that you want to achieve and create in your life right now? When this happens, it's not an if, it's a when, okay? When you start losing focus, you must become aware of it. Because if you do not become aware of it, it's going to start going down this curve and it's going to go to some very not so nice places. Okay, but once we start recognizing this and we start understanding it, I'm going to show you how you can get out of this, okay? So when you start losing focus on your vision, your goal, whatever it is that you're looking to achieve, there's going to be some key emotions, some key feelings that start coming up within you that are going to start triggering you and like just saying, like popping their little head up and saying, oh, hello, like I'm here. Like something is a little bit out of alignment right now, okay? Something's a little bit out of alignment and it's prompting you to course correct, to change, okay? Just like we talked about yesterday, this fear that comes up. This is the fear that is preparing you for battle so that you can achieve all of these incredible things that you're looking to achieve in your lifetime, okay? So we start losing focus. One of the very first things that you're going to start noticing is that you might start experiencing some boredom, right? You're going to start getting bored with what you're doing. And it might not necessarily be that you're doing something wrong, okay? It's just that you're kind of losing a little bit of focus there. And after boredom comes irritation. So you're going to start feeling a little bit irritated. And as we keep going down this slope, we're going to get to about here. And we're probably going to start complaining, okay? So we have all lived in this area of life. If you're in it right now, it's okay. Don't worry, because this is a normal evolutionary curve. It's like a death and rebirth. This is going to be constant cycles in your life. Like it's going to happen a lot. So get used to it and start recognizing it. So once you start getting to this point, how do you know when you're in this point? Okay. A really amazing way that you can know that you're in this point is if you're more focused on other people's goals, you're more focused on what other people are doing, and maybe you're judging other people for doing what they're doing, okay? And the reason I know that that's where you are in here is because if you're focusing on your own goals and what you're choosing to do in your life, you're not going to have time to be thinking about what other people are doing, right? You're going to be so focused, you're going to be so dialed in on all of the things that you're currently doing in your life that you just aren't going to have time to be worrying about what other people are or aren't doing, okay? And we've all been here. We've all been here. So the thing is, if we don't recognize these signs, what's going to happen? We're going to start going down this curve even more, okay? And then some of the things that start happening, anxiety. Who here has felt anxiety? Tap on that little love button if you felt anxiety in your life, right? Anxiety is a normal emotion. We've been told, like, through all of these societal things that anxiety is so horrible and so bad and we need to go get medication for it. And in my opinion, guys, it's just my opinion, it's just a band-aid. I understand that it is an incredible tool in order to be able to help you to get some stability in your life so that you can do the inner work in order to actually fix the root problems, okay? So if that's you, that's okay that you're on them, but really, really dive into the inner work, because it's not until you can dive into the inner work and start fixing the root of all of these problems that you're going to start feeling a lot better in your life and start living a more fulfilled life, which is what we all truly want, right? We all just want to have an enjoyable time while we're here. Okay, so after anxiety comes depression, okay? So next comes depression. After depression, it starts getting even lower, okay? And this is something that we don't often like talking about. Death, okay? And with being a paramedic before, I was exposed to this so much. And it was something that really made me take a look at entrepreneurship and having an impact and be able to get to the root cause of these things, because there are so many people that just feel so alone and they feel like there's not a way out. They don't have the education behind how to get unstuck. Okay. But I want you to know that wherever you are on this curve right now, or when you are on this curve, I want you to know and remember this, that it's okay. And this was something that I actually learned in my ayahuasca experience when I did it. It was something that I repeated to myself every single time I had an emotion that I was uncomfortable with. I said, it's okay to feel this way. It's okay to feel this way. When you can start normalizing the emotions that we necessarily don't like living with, you're going to start being able to feel more okay. You're going to start feeling like there's nothing wrong with you, because there isn't anything wrong with you for experiencing any of this. Okay? And if you are on this curve, I just want you guys to know that you're never too far gone, that you can always be saved. I'm going to show you how to get out of this too. But reach out to a friend, go chat with a therapist, call helplines, message me. I'm always a message away. Reach out, be bold, be vulnerable. And it's okay to ask for help if you're struggling. Okay? You don't need to go through this alone anymore. Gone are the days where we have to do anything alone, or we have to be ashamed or anything like that, right? We're such an open world right now. And there are so many people out there that want to see you succeed and want to see you just thrive in life. And it's so possible for you. Okay? So once you get down here, and I'll share a little story with you guys actually. So about 3 years ago, I was riding my way down this slope, and I shared a little bit about this in, I believe, my first video that we did, about how I was living this life that just really wasn't fulfilling me anymore. I had all of the things, right? I had the house, the dogs, the relationship, the six-figure income, the pension, the benefits, all of these things. Yet I just wasn't feeling very fulfilled. And like I said in that first video, it was not, it did, my unhappiness had nothing to do with that. It had to do with me internally needing to do a lot of work. And I was going down this, and this was before I knew about this. And it just happened to be that I was really riding a lot of these emotions. I was working as a paramedic, a very high stress job. And I was having, like, I remember very vividly driving home from work one night after, or one morning after a night shift. And I was just thinking to myself, I was so exhausted. I was so unfulfilled. I was so unhappy. Things were not going right in my life. I was feeling frustrated. I was angry. And I thought to myself, I'm like, if I drove off the road right now, would I even care? And that was a moment in my life where it was kind of like one of those holy shit moments, right? It was like light bulb moment where I was like, oh my gosh, something needs to change. Okay. And it was not a good time. And you know what? It was actually my mom, June, that reached out, and she saw me struggling among many other people in my life. I had lots of family and friends that were reaching out, but I was choosing not to accept their help for quite a while, right? The stigma, maybe being a paramedic, not needing the help because it's a sign of weakness if we reach out, if we ask, right? But know that you can reach out, you can ask. And my mom invited me into a community and invited me to an event. And this event was with a health and wellness company that I was partnered with at the time. And she like was having incredible results with this community. Like, it was just so positive, and she was seeing amazing results. So she wanted me to see what it was. And I said no to her. And she literally cried, guys. She cried. And so when that event came around the following year, a whole year later, I finally said yes to accepting help. And I went to this event, and Tony Robbins was there. If you don't know who Tony Robbins is, he's absolutely amazing. And I went to this event, and I was exposed to a whole new way of being, a whole new way of just like people that were vibrant and positive and hugging strangers. I remember being at this event, guys, I was crying. I'm not a crier. If you guys know me, I'm not a crier, and that's okay. If you're a crier, there's nothing wrong with being a crier, but I just personally, I don't usually cry. And I was at this event, guys. I was literally bawling my eyes out. I'm hugging strangers, and it was everything that I did not know that I needed. Okay. And we're going to get into right now the upward curve. So, when it comes to the upward curve, we need some sort of energy spark. Okay. So we need some sort of energy spark. Okay. Make sure you guys can see this. Remember, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred forms. Oh my gosh, why is this so hard for me to do? Which way am I turning it? There we go. So when it comes to the energy spark, this can be anything. This could be an event like I went to that really sparked something within me. It could be an online event now because we don't have in-person events. It could be maybe trying something new. It could be maybe reading a new book, starting a new course, maybe going and visiting friends, doing something outside of your comfort zone, right? So it's going to be something outside of this bubble you currently live in, anything outside of here. And this is where you get to be curious, you get to explore, you get to be a kid again. You get to have fun and you get to explore different things. Okay. So if you're in this spot, I get it. You're not going to want to get out of this bubble and explore because of the fear, because of the comfort, but you must make a move. Okay. You must make a move in order to create this energy spark, in order to get this upward curve started. Okay. So there has to be an energy spark. So when it comes to this curve, this is really important for you guys to know. Okay, so it's going to look something like this. And right after you have this energy spark, if you've ever been to like a big event or something that really gets you excited, you like are so fired up at it, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to change my life. Like this is going to be great. Like I'm going to do this. You've got this whole new vision for what your whole like life is going to be like, right? And then all of a sudden you get home from that event and you're about like right here, right? And this is called an energy loss. Okay. So this is your energy loss. And I'm showing you this because when you can expect, when you can anticipate what's coming, you're going to know what's happening and it's going to be normal. You're going to normalize all of this stuff. Okay. So understanding that all of this is normal, it's going to make it a lot easier. So energy loss. So after you come home from that event, you're all fired up or whatever that energy spark was for you. You're going to start losing that energy. You're going to start getting all of these thoughts in your head that are saying, oh my gosh, can I do this? Do you think that, like, who do you think you are for being able to achieve this? Maybe the fear of judgment's going to come in. This is where all of these limiting beliefs are going to start creeping into your head. Remember, we've got these two voices in our head. We've got the empowering one, and we've got the loud one, usually more loud, that is limiting us. And you can switch it through a lot of conditioning to have that louder voice as the empowering voice, okay? I will tell you that because I know, because I have swapped mine and I do everything that I do through experience. So just know that it is possible for you to get there, but it's going to take time, consistency, and patience, just like everything in life. I think that's one of the biggest lessons humans are here to learn is patience. Okay, so be patient with yourself. So you're going to have this energy loss and you're going to be like doubting yourself. Oh my gosh. And then it's going to get a little bit worse. Okay. Surprise, you've got a pit. Okay. So you've got a little pit here that is actually going to make things worse. And in this pit is where you might have some other people come in and chime in and say like, who are you to do this? Or what do you mean? Because you're so excited, you come home from something or you're going to do something new and you tell your friend or you tell your mom or you tell somebody and it's totally out of the norm for you, you know? Totally out of the norm. You've never done anything like this before. And you're going to hit this pit, okay? So I just want you to know when you start feeling this energy loss, when you start hitting this pit, you must keep going, okay? This is go time. When you feel this, that's like preparation, okay? This is where you need the action, okay? Action, 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 okay? You're going to keep taking these little daily steps, right? One foot in front of the other. Laser focused on what you're doing, ignoring the outside world. What we focus on expands. So we're only choosing to focus on the things that are moving us toward our goal. Okay. As we continue to go up, we're taking all the action. We're doing everything that we need to do. We're going to start feeling hope, right? We're going to start building hope. We're going to start building confidence, some courage. We're like, oh my gosh, like I'm actually doing this. I'm doing this. Like, what the heck? Wow. You're going to start like just growing, 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 growing. And then at the very top, you're going to have extreme joy, right? The ecstasy of life. You're going to be so thrilled with everything. You're like, wow, I just accomplished that. Oh my gosh. Okay. But then this is where it gets interesting again. You can't just stay at this, right? Like once you climb this mountain, you're not just going to stay here. You're eventually going to start losing focus again. You're going to start getting to boredom. You're going to start getting irritated. You're going to start complaining about things potentially. Get a little bit distracted off your goals. And this is where we need to become aware of these things. Because once we become aware of these things happening, then we can then get that energy spark happening a lot sooner. And the sooner you can start recognizing these and have that energy spark and shooting that back up again and taking action, that's how you're going to accelerate your growth. Okay? If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments here. But this is the amazing transformation curve. Okay? So now let's relate it back to our little bubble. Okay? So as we go through this, we are in here, we're going about our daily lives. Okay? We start losing focus. We might start getting a little bit bored. We might start getting a little bit irritable. So if you're getting irritable with your coworkers, with your spouse, with people in your life, that is a sign that something in your inner bubble needs to expand. Okay? So this is where within our energy bubble that we have right now, we must find some sort of energy spark. Doesn't matter what it is, find anything. Be bold, make a move, energy spark, okay? That energy spark is going to allow you to jump outside of this bubble and experience that joy, right? You're feeling this massive joy. And I like to call these expanders, okay? Every time you allow yourself to see and experience one of those energy sparks that's going to jump you outside of your little bubble to have some sort of glimpse at this outer world. It may be a glimpse at a person that you just think is so vibrant. They embody the person that you want to be. Okay? Or maybe it's about seeing somebody with that car that you really want. And you now see that vehicle. Maybe it's seeing some sort of relationship that just really, really grabs your attention and you're like, there's something special about it, you know? Or maybe it's that you get to have so much fun. You haven't done that in so long, but you got to experience it. All of these new level of emotions. So every single time we allow this transformation curve to continue, every single time we start getting comfortable in here, we must create an energy spark that's going to jump us outside of here. We're going to experience the extreme joy of here. And then we're going to go back into our little bubble again, right? Because we're action, 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 action inside of our little bubble so that we can expand this. And as we continue to do this every single time, our world is going to get slightly bigger. Okay? And this is how we're going to increase our level of worthiness. So I hope you guys can see that as you continue to do this cycle, as you continue expanding your world, you're going to start being able to attract in all of the abundance of things out there. Because remember, guys, all of the stuff that's outside here in this external world, it's there available and ready for you. Somebody else already has all of the things that you are wanting to achieve. And there's no difference between them and you. The only difference is that they took the action and they did the things, right? So just know that all of the resources are available for you. Your job is to find them and be resourceful and implement the things that are going to allow you to achieve this level of freedom in your life. Okay? And then, so you're just going to keep doing this and your bubble is just going to keep expanding and keep expanding and keep expanding. And as you do that, you're going to start seeing more and more amazing things in your life, which is going to make you want to work harder. It's going to make you want to do more. And you can see how this is going to help you to start expanding, because as quickly as this spiral can go down, guys, the spiral can also go up. And as you start bringing in more people, more community, all these people that also have the same vision and same goals as you, and their energy is also able to pick you up as your energy is down, you're going to be able to pick each other up a lot quicker. And you're going to be able to start growing this. Okay? So this is really, truly just getting started. Okay? Once you start feeling that downward, you're going to start checking in for reassessment. Okay? And this is where we're going. This is where we're going, guys. This is so exciting. And so that's it for this video. I'm so excited that you guys were here with me. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments below. And this masterclass is going to be so exciting. It is on November 3rd. So if you want to join in, then please feel free. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You can register at www.lauraplahuta.com/becoming-aware. So I'm going to put that into the comments below. And if this resonated with you guys at all, if you found value in it, please share it out. There are so many people out there right now that are struggling, that would love to get out of this downward spiral and start shooting up with that energy spark to the joy that they deserve to feel. We all truly deserve to feel so much love and abundance in this life. So share it out with your networks. I am on an absolute tear right now, and I am so motivated to just educate as many beautiful humans that I can on this new way of being, because I remember being inside this bubble and not understanding that there was so much more out there for me. And now I get to experience it every single day, and I want that for you. And you're totally capable of doing it. So keep doing it. Keep empowering yourself, keep empowering others, keep reigniting your soul, and just keep waking up every single day knowing that there has to be something more for you, and just keep going forward. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here with me. Keep on expanding your minds and opening up your beautiful hearts to the world. And I will see you guys on tomorrow's video. Love you guys so much. Bye, guys.